Why in the world, when someone looks up and sees an airplane contrail, would they believe the government's using gas to control its citizens? Let's talk about that. But forgive me if I take a somewhat circuitous route. The other day, a friend and I were discussing smartphones, and we were both amazed at what this small thing that fits in your hand is capable of. From your cozy back porch in Houston, you can speak to your brother-in-law who's vacationing in the Australian outback. But perhaps even more amazing, you can ask your phone what the logarithm of 256 is, and who was the senior U.S. Senator from Arizona in 1927. Well, you'll get all that information in about 1 second. And by the way, the natural logarithm of 256 is 5.874930308522030. Well, I won't take it to as many decimals as the phone did, but that's crazy. And the senior citizen from Arizona on March 4th, 1927 was Carl Hayden, who served until 1969. Whenever Star Trek Scotty spoke to the computer, I thought, how wondrous the future will be.
Computer. Hello, computer.
Well, we're there now, at least as far as computers go, though we haven't figured out how to go faster than light, yet. With all this information available almost immediately, why do some people believe in conspiracy theories? For example, in a recent survey, a conspiracy theory about Bill and Hillary Clinton were engaged in a child sex trafficking ring operating a pizza shop. Well, 9% of the respondents believed this. President Barack Obama was not born in the United States. 11% of those surveyed believed this to be true. And billionaire George Soros is part of a secret plot to destabilize the U.S. government. 9% of all respondents bought this. I won't even bring up the bit about Jewish space-based lasers. People believe things like this? What's going on here?
Fake news on the internet. Fantastic tales that some believe to be true.
Normal, everyday people like myself might tend to say, anybody who believes this stuff is just a crackpot. But there are professionals who study this sort of thing. Understanding any phenomenon helps to bring reason to light. According to the experts, when people run into unrelated information, it's only natural to look for explanations that connect the dots. Conspiracy theories offer explanations that provide this connection. Having lower analytical abilities and less tolerance for uncertainty also plays a role. So people turn to conspiracy theories to provide explanations for events that seem confusing or frightening. One study found that people who feel psychologically and politically disempowered are more likely to believe in conspiracy theories. Maybe they're on the losing side of a political issue. They have a lower social status due to income or something else. They've experienced social shunning. They are prejudiced against enemy groups they perceive as powerful. All these things tend to drive otherwise sensible people to believe ideas that are simply unsound. Conspiracy thinking can be problematic and even dangerous, but this doesn't mean that skepticism of institutions, marketing, and media messaging is not warranted. After all, not all conspiracies are false. So, with all the information at our fingertips, why can't people just look up the facts on the internet? Well, most likely the internet is where they picked up this conspiracy theory in the first place. As you encounter information from various sources, it's important to be able to distinguish between false conspiracy theories and real threats to personal security. And while it may be tempting to ridicule conspiracy believers, well, it usually results in making the conspiracy idea even stronger. In a world where people feel the very real effects of power imbalances and distrust in leadership, conspiracy theories will naturally flourish. And this means discouraging this type of thinking is not always easy. In conclusion, think about this. In 600 more episodes of September Song, which will occur on April 23, 2033, it will be episode 666. And what will the conspiracy theorists have to say about that?